very much looking forward to talking to Kayla and seeing how she is doing. So without further ado, let us say hello to Kayla Harrison. Hello, Kayla. How are you?
Hi, Ariel. I'm alive.
How's life? How are you handling things?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Well, I appreciate you doing this. Thank you very much. I know it's not easy coming off a loss, but we find out who the true fighters of character are when you guys come on after these losses. So I really do appreciate it, and it does mean a lot. Saw your post yesterday, and the reason I asked that question is because I was trying to think, when was the last time you lost at anything, right? I mean, when's the last time you suffered any kind of defeat?
February of 2016.
Wow, that's the last time you lost at anything. And what was that?
The Paris Grand Slam to another Brazilian, actually.
Wow. And that feeling, how would you compare what you felt on Friday to what you felt 6 years ago? More than 6.5 years ago.
Oh, I think time obviously sort of numbs some of the wounds. Like you forget how bad it was. I mean, MMA is just, I think it's different. Every fight is like the Olympics for me. So I was very fortunate that I won both times that I went to the Olympics.
Hmm.
I lost many times in judo. I lost at the World Championships. I lost, I never won the Paris Grand Slam. And I really wanted to win it that year that I lost. So it burns, it stings. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Was there any part of you in the back of your mind that thought that this was a possibility? I know you said that she's tough and we need to give her respect, but considering how the first two fights went, and your confidence level had to be very high, were you just completely shocked?
No, I mean, I'm not completely shocked. I understand that anytime you step in a cage, anything can happen. And that's why we have fights. Um, so no, I'm not shocked. I'm disappointed. Heartbroken. I'm sad. And also I feel foolish about all of it all at the same time. There's a lot of layers to it. I'm
Right.
sure you understand, but I'm not surprised. I understand that this is why we do what we do.
Why foolish?
I mean, I live my life out loud and I talk a lot of shit and um, I failed. I failed on Friday night and I fell on my face. And that's a hard thing to, it's hard to come to terms with.
You wrote something in that post yesterday, which I thought was very nicely written and heartfelt, but one word there that kind of stood out to me was that this will haunt you. This is just one
Yeah.
loss. Why would, I mean, everyone loses. Everyone has more. I mean, some of the greatest fighters in MMA history have double-digit losses. Do you truly believe
Yeah.
that this will haunt you, or until you can get it back, it will haunt you?
I mean, did you see how quickly I remembered the last time I lost?
Yeah. Well,
It's not,
it's a very foreign
it's
thing
a,
for you. It's easy to remember them when they're
no,
like,
I mean, it's not a foreign thing. It's just like, it keeps me up at night. It's, I think too, part of, um, what has made me tick for so long, if you ever do any research and you look at super successful people, a lot of it is sort of, fear based or like worth based. And for a long time, I mean, I talk about this a lot, but for a long time, very much my success was fear driven, right? Like I needed to be loved because I didn't receive the love that I wanted as a child. So I needed to be the straight A student. I needed to be the superstar athlete. I needed to have 2 Olympic gold medals. I needed to do that in order to feel worthy of love. Um, and as I get older, obviously in my conscious brain, I can understand that like winning and losing doesn't define who I am. But in the subconscious part of the brain and the part of your brain that is developed from ages 0 to 7, it's still a very much a real thing for me that like, oh, I'm a worthless piece of shit now. So it's something that I just have to deal with and like, I mean, I'm a human being, so I struggle with these things the same as any other person. And um, so losing for me is a real, like, I guess kind of like light, like it makes me question my value sometimes. So, um, not just dealing with the loss, but dealing with like reminding myself that I'm not, uh, my worth isn't based in my performance. It's about who I am as a person, and the people who love me no matter what. So just trying to like just dealing with all of that. And then also dealing with the fact that it's like, I mean, this is so silly. Like it's a fight. Like,
Yeah.
what am I talking about? Like nobody died,
Right.
you know. I mean, my kids don't give a shit. They love me. Um, so it's all kind of silly.
Yes. And especially when you've had the success that you've had, and especially when, I mean, it came down to one round. Did you agree with the judge's scorecard?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see like the breakdown or whatever, but I mean, I lost the fight.
Okay. Like, did you know even before they announced it that that was a loss?
Um, I was kind of doing one of my Hail Mary, like, please God,
Yeah.
let there be a miracle. um, you know, but this is his will, whatever, this obviously happened for a reason, and I just have to have faith.
Uh, did I lose you there? Are you still there? Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. It just froze for a second. Can I get your take on the fight? Because I thought early on you looked great, and then obviously no, you didn't. You didn't think you looked great. What do you think went wrong?
I mean, now it was just not a great night for me. I
Okay.
just, I take pride, and normally I'm very, like, I normally shine under the bright lights. And I'm like usually laser focused, and I have like super clarity. And that night I really just didn't. Normally I don't hear the crowd, I don't hear anything. And I couldn't really, it was almost like I was like not, I was like watching me fight. It was a shitty experience for me. I'm not going to lie. I did not fight my best. Um, I did not fight my best.
Um, did she surprise you? Did anything like I don't know her strength, her technique?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
surprised you?
She was physically much different. Physically much different.
Does that give you pause?
I mean, I just like, obviously it's been 3 years since we fought, so,
Yeah.
and she was strong then,
Okay.
obviously she was very strong then. And I mean, I think that's why I also lost the 5th. Like, I just didn't have anything left in the tank, and that's a hard pill to swallow.
I remember being at the fight on Long Island. It was, I think, 2019 when you won and you left the cage. You dominated. You left the cage in tears because I think you wanted to get the finish and you just got a decision. And so I was thinking about that on Friday. I was like, man, we know how competitive you are and how much of a perfectionist you are. And so I was just wondering how, when you got to the back, how you dealt with things. I was happy that your family was there and maybe that gives you balance, but how did you deal with actually suffering that loss? Like how did you react to it?
I mean, I just apologized to my coaches. And yeah, I took a shower, went and did the press conference, um, went back to the hotel, watched the fight, um, and then woke up and was a mom again. So,
You watched it that
uh,
night.
yeah, well, yeah.
Why?
I mean, because I have to, I need to figure out what I did wrong, and grow, and um, be better for it. I need to be better for it. It's
You said that this keeps you up at night. Have you had a hard time sleeping?
yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I sound so ridiculous. I know I sound ridiculous.
No.
Um,
A lot of people don't come on talk about these
I
things, so
do.
we don't get to
I
see this
do.
stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I think mostly for me personally, it's like, I'm usually the person that like digs deep and finds a way. And I don't know that I've ever um not been able to find that next gear or find a way. And
Mhm.
that fifth round is what I lost. And that's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow that I just didn't I didn't have what it took that night.
You've heard of GSP, you've heard of Fedor, you've heard of Anderson. When those guys lost their first fights, they were getting knocked out, they were getting submitted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully you could take a little bit from that. You lost a decision that came down to like the final seconds. It could have
I mean,
gone
I
either
lost a
way.
decision to a girl I already beat twice. I have never lost a round in MMA, and now I don't have a title. I just lost my first fight. I have no fight on the horizon, so I can't even like. I don't. Yeah, it's. You know, I'm not. I'm not going to complain or like compare myself to anyone else.
Right.
It is what it is.
In retrospect, was motivation a factor here? Meaning you beat her twice
No,
to do it a third
no,
time. We talked about this on Wednesday, right? Like she had a lot more to
yeah,
gain from this.
no, for sure. Obviously, she had a lot more to gain. I just lost not everything, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like, not to be
Right, right, right.
dramatic,
Sure.
but I just lost. Um, but I was very motivated. I mean, I stand by what I said. I was in the best shape of my life. I trained my ass off. I did not take her lightly at all. I did not take her lightly at all. I knew how formidable she was 3 years ago, and I knew she was only getting better. So, um, she did a great job. She did a great job.
Does this make you not want to keep fighting?
No, what?
Okay. No, I asked that question only because we've seen, we've seen some people lose their love after they lose that first one.
I am my own person. I am a different person
Well,
from.
no, I know. That's why I asked the question. I just want to make it clear. I had a feeling, I mean, you wrote it at the end of your post, but just so the world
Yeah,
would know.
no. No, I'm definitely not done.
Does this give you more
Definitely.
motivation? Did you feel like there will be an even greater fire to never feel this
I
again?
mean, I just don't know that I could have a greater fire. I love what I do so much. I love fighting. I love um the process of becoming who I'm meant to be. I mean, I don't love this part of it, I'll
Right.
tell you that. But um no, I believe in my team. I believe in the preparation. I think that I am the one that dropped the ball on Friday night. I am the one that messed up, and um I'm looking forward very much to getting back to the gym and um doing what I love.
Are you going to take some time off now?
I don't think I can.
Have you gone back to the gym yet?
No. Um no, I thought about going yesterday, but yesterday was a sparring day and both of my kids have been sick and I'm sick. So
Oh,
we've had like fever. It's been fever city up in this house. So I didn't want to get everyone else sick, but I'll probably go tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. Probably tomorrow.
I was just asked about your next step in one of my questions here, so I would ask you the same question. Fourth fight against her, is that what you want most?
I mean, I would very much enjoy another fight with her. I'm not gonna say enjoy it, but like
That's
I
what you
can't.
want.
Yeah, I don't want to not fight her.
Right. But that would be like of all the options out there for you right now, you want to go right back to that.
I mean, I do, but I don't know if unfortunately, I might have to earn it.
Oh,
So
stop it. What are you talking about? Okay, now you're talking crazy. Earn it?
no, I mean, she had to wait 3 years to fight me again. So I understand. Like this is not.
What is she going to do? Fight some no-name 45er instead of you? This is the biggest fight for her and for you.
Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I understand. Like, um, I have to work my way back and just.
No,
Be prepared.
you don't have to work anything back. There's a reason why Usman's fighting Leon again right away. There's a reason why Anderson fought Weidman again right away.
Isn't the UFC though? This is the PFL.
Yeah, but you're not a part of the tournament. You already established that. So why wouldn't they? My suggestion was first event of next year, which is usually around April or so. You do this one right off the bat. You build on this. Now they've got a real rivalry, whatever you want to call it. There's a story here, right? People are now invested in seeing how you will rebound, how you will face adversity. Do it right off the bat on ESPN. Big deal. Let's go. Don't beat around the bush. Don't risk having her fight someone else and her losing and now she loses some. You know what I mean? Like go right to it.
MMA.
Yes.
I know, MMA.
This is the thing.
So funny how people are like that. Like people don't understand. Like, oh gosh. Yeah. I'm not against
Would you
it.
be okay with that? Or like a return in April or so? Does that work for you? Here I am making a fight. Has the PFL? Let's get Larissa on the phone. Has the PFL reached out to you about this? Has anyone reached out about what their plans are?
No, I mean Don reached out to me. He's still trying to make other fights happen. And
like what? What would be bigger than this? The Cyborg fight?
Cyborg.
Pales in comparison. Pales in comparison.
You think so? I mean,
not even a question. That fight has no story attached to it now. This one has a story. We've seen it 3 times. She just shocked the world. Want to see if lightning can strike twice for her or if you can get back on track. You then beat her, then maybe the last fight on the deal is Cyborg. But to go to the Cyborg fight now, to me, is a huge mistake for all parties involved.
No, it makes sense.
What did you think of Cyborg's?
Yeah, dude, I'm still just trying to come to terms.
Yeah, I
with
know.
It, so
listen, we huddle up. We'll make it. Well, it's going to be okay. And by the way, historically, people are even more invested and fall in love with fighters after their first loss, as opposed to like a long winning streak, because they feel like you're now human and they want to. Everyone loves a reclamation project. Everyone loves a comeback.
Yeah.
Everyone loves.
I mean, I don't think anybody loves me, but
what are you talking about? Have you? What, you got a lot of shit after this?
I mean, rightfully so.
Why? You made the walk 16 times in MMA, let alone all the other stuff.
I know. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just like, ugh. God.
What did you think of Cyborg's post afterwards?
I am blocked.
Oh, good.
But it said something like, this will make her a better fighter. I saw like a news article about it, right?
Yeah.
She said that it'll make me a better fighter. Congrats to Larissa. She's a real champion or something like that.
Yeah. I thought it was
no, classy. I mean, I don't think that Cyborg's not classy. I think that she's a champion, she's a champion in life. I have nothing but respect for her. And anytime I want to, when I say these things about people, like I want to fight them, it's because I think they're the best. So, yeah. Yep.
Does this change your plans at all for 2023? A lot of people were wondering, does this make you want to do this as opposed to that? You had plans prior to the fight. Does this change anything?
I mean, I need to chill, and I need time to, obviously, like the gut reaction is like, fuck it, let's go, but there's just a lot of stuff going on that I need to take my time and make the right decision for me and my family.
And also just curious, I was talking to Izzy about this after his fight against Alex, about just looking at how other legends dealt with these sort of shocking moments. Have you done that? I'm sure you have a lot of time to yourself. Are you looking at history, clips, things like that to find motivation, to find some sort of relation to these? No, none of that?
I mean, no. I have dealt with loss before. Like not to say that I don't look up to anyone or anything, but like, this isn't the first time that I've failed and fallen on my face. And the good news is for me that history shows I come back like a
like a mofo.
bat out of hell. I'm just like a tornado. So I'm I know it's gonna be all right. I know I'm gonna be all right. I'm very fortunate. I am so grateful to all of the people in my life who have called and checked in on me and, sent the edible arrangements and like I'm very fortunate because I think it's easy to have a lot of friends when you're winning and when you're up and um there've been all of the people who were there before the fight were there after the fight and didn't go anywhere and really showed me that they cared and that means more to me than they'll ever know. All of the text messages and words of encouragement. It means a lot to me. So I'm really grateful to all of those people who did that.
One last thing, and then I'll let you go. And again, thank you for this. I know it's not one of your more enjoyable chats, but it says a lot that you would be here. I feel like knowing you and the competitor that you are, that undefeated record meant a lot to you. Does that,
Yeah, it did. It did.
did you want to retire undefeated?
I did, yeah. I did.
Just curious, in your
Yeah.
judo career, how many times did you lose?
A lot.
What's a lot?
A lot. I mean, I don't know the official record. The thing about judo that's also so different and sort of forgiving is that you have a tournament every week, every month. You're on the road, you're doing this, you're doing that. Oh, you didn't win Korea? Okay, you'll win Japan. You didn't win Japan? Okay, you'll win China. Like, so you had the opportunity to get that taste out of your mouth a lot faster. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Does this change at all your deal with them?
No, I mean, what do you mean?
Like meaning your next fight, if it was coming off a win or a loss, does in the UFC, like you lose a fight, you go down.
Oh, like, do I lose pay or
Yeah.
anything? No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So you're good.
Yeah. No, I am very financially like the PFL has taken such good care of me and I have nothing but good things to say about them. I have always been grateful for the opportunity to do what I love and to get paid amazing for it. I think that um they have an amazing product and I do still truly believe in it. The format, the sport format, the season. Um I feel like I let them down a little bit too. So I mean, but that's why we have sports. That's why we have fights. So it is what it is and I'm grateful to be able to compete.
How long do you expect this feeling to linger for? Is it the type of thing that lasts until you fight again?
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, realistically, look, like I have 2 kids. It's about to be Christmas. There's no time for we
Right.
already been like decorating and cookie, like there's no time for mom to feel sorry for herself. Like this is it that's I told myself like, all right, I'll give it a week of like sitting in my house by myself, but realistically, this is life, man. Shit happens. If this is the worst thing that happens to me for the rest of the year, then I'm truly, truly blessed. Like there could be way worse. There are people right now suffering much, much more than me, much more than I'll ever comprehend. So like I need to just like get over it. Internally, it hurts. It's painful. It's gonna be painful for a while, but like grow up. Like grow up, Kayla.
Can I make one request? If could we open the blinds a little bit? I feel like we need some sunshine, some vitamin D. What do you think?
No, I had them open, but
Okay.
then it makes a weird
Okay. I
glare.
just didn't. I was
And I
envisioning you like in a dark room eating ice cream, and
so I got like chocolate cake,
yeah.
Diet Coke, like nachos. I got
Because there's been a couple times where I've seen like your backyard. It's all sunny there. It's nice, and now here,
it's beautiful.
yeah.
No, it's paradise. It's
Okay.
paradise.
You got
My
the
chickens. I need to
chickens.
go do some chicken therapy. That's what I need to do. That's what I
Well,
need to do. Do you have me on your wall yet?
no. Did we?
Let's end on a good note.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna work on that. Oh, yeah, that's right.
By the time you come on again, that will be rectified. Blah, blah,
Well,
blah,
if
blah,
I'm
blah.
being honest, I wasn't expecting such a quick turnaround here because you said no Monday, you're traveling. But you mean for every listen?
Oh, so if I won, you weren't gonna talk to me? You'd be
No,
like, all right,
no.
whatever.
You remember I said I wanted you to come in studio on Monday, and you said you were traveling, and then by Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'm like, and honestly, I wasn't sure what was going to happen after the phone call of 2022 if that was going to be the end of us. So I wasn't sure if there were going to be repercussions or ramifications.
What do you mean,
What
Reaper?
I don't know. I mean, but then I thought maybe I'd
The
go
world,
to a neutral
I think the
corner
world
and
is a
call you
better
from there.
place because of that
You
phone
think
call.
so?
I do.
Why?
Because life is short and that's so stupid.
Wait, did it work? Do I not know something?
No, I mean, you guys
Um,
are like, he
we're
does,
back.
yeah. Like, you're so dumb sometimes.
I thought. Wait, is this me? Because you said. Wait, should I take back what I said about the neutral corner stuff?
What happened? What did you do now?
No, I mean he walked to the. Can't do that neutral corner
What happened?
in the fight. He walked. The commission told him to sit down.
No.
You don't know about any of this?
In my fight?
Yes.
No. What are you talking about?
in the fight, there's a video in the fight. I think it was in the fourth round. The triangle sequence.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He walked to the neutral corner, meaning not the red or the blue, and was shouting instructions. And we had Alex.
He was.
Yes, you're not allowed to do. And then their corner.
Well, you know what? Her thighs were around my ears, so I couldn't hear shit anyway.
All for nothing. But then the commission told him he had to sit down. You didn't see all this?
No. What do you mean? I was in a fight.
Well, I mean, afterwards, Twitter, I don't know, video.
I have been trying to stay away
Good.
from social media.
For the best. All right. Forget I ever brought it up. Anyway, I think I thought it was a very smart move on his part. No, I thought it was very good. It was a very loyal move on his part, and I would do the same.
Ollie is loyal.
Yeah.
Ollie is like.
I mean, I thought it was a mensch move.
Mensch. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, we are going to work on the picture. I'm trying to just figure out where we could put. You don't have a toy,
Am I unworthy of being on the wall now that I?
Oh, stop it with this. Woe is me.
No.
All right. You're one of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport. You're one of the most dominant fighters. We've never seen dominance like we've seen from you over the last few years. Come on. Snap out of it. You're the.
All right. You're right.
You know what? Enough of this shit. Everyone loses.
Enough.
And
everyone.
You lost.
That could be loses.
Oh, whatever. All right. Yeah. Guess what? Pop in Gleison Tebow. All right. 2013.
I know.
You know.
Dude, that's what I was praying. I literally was praying for that.
All right.
That night, I was like, give me a Gleison.
The greatest fighter of all time, in my opinion, is George St. Pierre. He got knocked out by Matt Serra. Okay. The second greatest is John Jones, and I think he lost to Dominic Reyes. That's another one. So, these people, everyone lose. Anderson knocked out by Chris Weidman. Give me a guy. Demetrius Johnson, he lost to a no-name named Henry Cejudo. Who's that? I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, everyone loses, all right? So you didn't get knocked out.
No, I understand.
You didn't get submitted.
No, I know. And honestly, it is like, it's for the best. It's for the best. I mean, I just didn't want it to happen right now. I wanted to end the year on a good note, but that's all right.
The best laid plans of mice and men. You know how that goes.
Amen.
All right. So then we come back in April, better than ever. Remind people.
Better than ever.
Like the great Roy Jones once said, y'all must have forgot. You
all must have forgot.
Yeah, let's go.
Remember my name.
Let's go, Kayla. All right.
Let's go, Ariel. All right. I feel better. I'm going to go eat some chocolate.
See? All right. Happy holidays.
All right. Hey, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, thanks.
Hanukkah. Did I say it right?
Yeah. Merry Christmas. And
thank you.
The 25 minutes doesn't define you or what you've accomplished or who you are, your character. That's just a blip on the radar. And guess what? Guess what? The comeback is going to be even greater than the setback. All right?
Amen. It is. I promise. Tune in.
All right. Thanks, Kayla.
All right. Love you, Ariel. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right.
There she is, the great Kayla Harrison.